Hello, I'm Ep.1 and welcome to another Minecraft episode. Today, we're going to be starting something different yet again because I've decided, this episode's quite late because I've been doing a lot of thinking, okay? And I've decided, don't want to fall down that, I've decided that we are going to stop the Lemon Cloud series. Which is, I don't know how many people are enjoying it, okay? It was certainly doing better than my hardcore series, which I had to end sadly. And what I don't want to do is another hardcore series. So I've just popped onto this new world, alright? And as you can see there, it is day zero. Day zero. So we've started a fresh page. It's not the most interesting of seeds. I'm sure there might be some nice biomes dotted around. But I just thought I'd go back to the basics. Hardcore I wasn't very good at. Lemon Cloud. I mean, I enjoy Lemon Cloud, okay? I just think the episodes are boring because there's no resource gathering. You know, there's no beating the Ender Dragon, there's none of that. It's literally all building. Like, there's nothing else. My episodes are just purely made up of building because you can just buy resources and you can become easily OP if you have a lot of in-game cash. It actually almost becomes pay to win. So I've decided to pop on to this new world and start a survival series, and hopefully we get further than our other series because they were a bit of a flop, okay? This channel is still relatively new. I'm just trying things out. The last two series were flops. Okay, they were flops. They were getting less views than I had subscribers. They were flops. So, here we go. I'm not going to record all the boring bit at the start of me gathering stuff because it's boring. But I will get back to you once I have, stone tools, a bed, day one maybe, and I will decide what I'm going to do for my first base. I thought I'd actually mention as well that another reason this episode, is out so late is because I actually had 13 attempts at a hardcore run. Not a hardcore run, that would be at a speed run, okay? And they all ended in failure. But it took me a long time and there was really nothing to show for it. So I thought my next episode could be a speedrun episode, but I'm not great with recording speedruns because you either time-lapse them and add them on to the end of a video, or you record the whole thing because you can't really cut bits out. And the issue with recording the whole thing is that you have to talk for the whole thing. Now that we have our bed and the basic stuff we need, it's time to decide where we're going to plonk our starter base. Now, in that direction, there are plains, which, in all honesty, I don't want to live because it's boring. There are mountains, and mountains are a big no-no because mining with mountains is just a pain. Firstly, you have to go like twice as deep just to get to the level you want, and then it's all just coal. All coal, no diamonds. So we're going to head in this direction, have a look around, and what I'm hoping to find is a nice spruce forest. You guys know I like, from my hardcore series, you know I like spruce forests. I just think the trees are a lot nicer than the oak trees and the birch trees, and the wood as well. I like it more, so we're going to head there. And we're definitely not going to copy our base last time because our base last time I thought it might be okay. You know that little villager house that we made? I thought it would be alright, but if I'm honest, I think it was a bit dull. Okay, I moved out of the bunker for a bigger space, right? And yet that was actually probably smaller than the bunker. So this time we're going to try and go with a slightly better design, maybe use some skinned logs in there as well, because I don't often use those, and I think I should, because they're quite interesting for maybe pillars or posts, or just to make walls out of. They're quite a nice texture. Now this looks slightly mountainy. It looks slightly mountainy, but I think we're going to stick with it. We just need to find an open area that's at least near here, like an open flat area. I actually think this island right here, let me just go around the back because this could be cool. So if I was to make this island flat, it would be a lot of work, okay? Is it? Okay, yeah, it's not too big at the back. So if I was to, say, cut it off about here, fill it all in with water source later, and then there could be sort of my house on this island, a bridge going out to it, and then various different civilization. You know what smoke means, people. You know what smoke means. It means fire, but it also means campfire, because in Minecraft, and yes, this is our opportunity to get some nice stuff, and that's actually so helpful. This village is right next to our base. I mean, I suppose it's a bit coincidental that we claimed that spot and then found the village, but this is still really good. This is, I mean, look at that. We're heading back to our spot. And I'll see you once I've cleared out the island, which might take a long time. I think we're going to time lapse it. And we are done. That actually took longer than I thought it would, as most things do. We did a little bit around the edges as well, but I think I'm glad I did it, to be honest. I also replaced lots of the stone that was here. It looked a bit weird, just a patch of stone. I replaced it with dirt, hopefully it grasses over it. Now we did find some iron whilst we were in the middle of digging that, so what I'm going to do is take some buckets and just make this bit look a whole lot nicer, because I don't like the flowiness. I do not like the flowiness. Oh, didn't take many buckets, did it? And to finish it off, just going to add our rim, and that is it. That is our island. And I think what I'm going to do next, instead of doing a time lapse of the house building, because I want to get straight into the house building, instead of doing a time lapse, I'm going to do progress updates, because a lot of my videos recently, well, not recently, but a lot of my videos in general have been mainly time lapses. Like any big projects, I tend to time lapse. So I think I'm going to do what I did for my house on my hardcore world. I'm just going to do some progress updates, but I'm going to start building that now. All of my builds start with 4 pillars, so I've decided to start with that this time. Can I just say, this guy is really helping me out here. I did not realise that they... Look at that! Look at this! I did... Oh my goodness. Sorry. I did not realise that they went for fish. I knew they went for chickens, okay? I did not know they went for fish. I decided to skin the logs and it looks so much nicer. It looks so much nicer. I don't know if it'll look nicer overall, or whether it just looks nicer now, but I just like the texture more, to be honest. It depends on the build, obviously. And then I didn't want it to be square, so I've added this sort of, what's it called? I'm not very good with build language. What would it be called? An indent? I've added an indent. Just so it looks slightly interesting, and I'm thinking big glass window up here. The one thing I will say about this build is it's expensive. Like, to build something entirely out of logs for the walls and the ceiling and stuff, it's super expensive. It is exactly 4 times more expensive than just using normal planks, but I think it's going to be worth it. I hope it's going to be worth it. Declare this stone bridge open, and this ugly dirt bridge closed. That's the big glass window at the top in place, as well as some small ones down the bottom. This house now has 2 floors. That is the whole outer shell, not including any of this floor business. Complete. Actually, what I did want to add on was sort of a side bit here, just to make it less blocky. So like a side area with maybe some double doors here. I don't know. I'll get round to that later. But I haven't used any tutorials because I've tried not to copy things with this design. So as you can probably tell, it's my own design because it's not fantastic looking. Slabs for the roof, I wasn't sure how it would go. I just didn't want it to be. I didn't want to add logs as well. I wanted something a bit different. I've tried to make it less blocky again with this bit here. I think it's okay. But what we're going to do now, I actually would quite like to add a little side bit on there, but before we do anything, We need to get the floor done, move everything we need inside, and I think we're going to start a mine as well. That is all the interior I want to do for now. So now I'm going to head downstairs, and we're going to go all the way down to level 12. I'm slightly speechless, actually. Those caves, right? I've been complaining about having to twist and turn. As we hit level 12, the first thing, we don't even come to stone, we come to diamonds. We landed on the best spot. Whoa. It's not called diamond level for nothing, right? We're going to pick these up and then we're going to see how many we've got. 5 or more, I would definitely hope for. Minimum of 3. Good would be 5. Better would be more. 8. This is a good day. I've decided that this is a very good day. This is my day. I was thinking it wasn't turning out to be a good day for mining because I kept running into so many caves. But when a 6 vein of diamonds gives you 8 diamonds without even having fortune 3. Unless it was an 8 vein, maybe I just didn't count right, but still, 8. When you hit slap bang on an 8 vein of diamonds just because you've hit level 12, it's a good day. It's a very good day. Right, I think it's nice. We're going to head to sleep. I forgot to light up my house, so we're going to do that right away. Because a house is supposed to be where you go to get away from mobs. Not that any spawned, but if it's not lit up, there is a pretty high chance that they will do. Right, we need more wood for more torches, but first, the more important matter of these diamonds. Obviously, the first thing we're going to do is make a diamond pickaxe, because that's what you always do. You get a pickaxe, and then you get the obsidian, and then you get the enchanting table, and then you do anything. I've just cut down the massive 2x2 spruce tree that I planted earlier. I don't think we're going to need to go out and get wood for a long time now. I don't even know what to say. Right, this is where the diamonds were. Okay. I just thought I need to go and look for some obsidian, which might take quite a lot of strip mining. I mined the 2 blocks right next to here to make space so I could put down my furnace and stuff. Obsidian lava ravine. Or just cave, I can't tell. That is ridiculous. I can just imagine actually having found this cave and thinking it sucks how there are no diamonds, because they were covered up. I wouldn't have seen them. This day just keeps getting better and better. I'm going to block that off because I'm still not in the mood to explore caves. I mean, it's not exactly diamonds, but 2 veins of lapis and a massive... I've never seen a lava pool this big. Ever. I'm not even joking. Is this just... I've never seen something like this. Because normally when I come across a lava pool, right, they've got a low roof. And they're attached to a cave. This is literally just a massive cave. But the floor is lava. The floor is lava. This is so cool. It's so cool, I'm going to take a screenshot. It's so cool, I'm going to take a screenshot. I've never seen this before. And there's some redstone, there's some iron. What I want is the lapis though, because I'm going to make an enchanting table. Anyway, I've been talking for too long. Let's get the obsidian, get the enchanting table, get the lapis, start enchanting stuff. I was just about to go out and get some leather. But as you can see from the bar at the top of my screen right there, and this rather ominous looking banner, we accidentally started a raid in our poor little village, which is really annoying because most of our villages, it's a very small village, okay, there's not many villages, and I don't think many of them are going to be left after this raid. And I also can't go and find a librarian villager because I'm really not in the mood to battle with villagers now, because raids are just the most annoying thing. You defeat 1 round and then more rounds keep on coming, and they're like 12 rounds, and eventually those big, what they call ravagers, come out, and they're quite strong as well. So I'm going to try and avoid the village, go find some leather, go find some paper, just so I can make this enchanting table and also possibly some bookshelves, because it's not much use without bookshelves. I've come back because if there's one thing I don't want to get, it's lost. So I'm going to make a bit of a path, and maybe light it up with some torches around the edges as well. Just so if I wander too far, I can find sort of this path. It doesn't have to be a particularly neat path. In fact, I'm just going to hold down right click whilst I walk. And a pillar to signal the end of the path. Alright, that should do for now. Let's go find some leather. I have a plan to end the raid, so basically I'm going to put the last raider in a hole so that he can't attack. So the raid basically won't carry on. It'll still be there and it'll be a bit annoying, but at least none of the villagers will have to face him. So I'm trying to find it. Why is that a jack-o'-lantern? That's weird, I've never seen that before. I thought they were pumpkins. This seed is I've decided it's the most amazing seed. What is this? An open, what does it spawn? Spider spawner. We're not even in a mesa biome, right? I want to keep it for an XP farm, but I don't have any torches to disable it. Not the most great of chests, but really it's the XP farm which is best, to be honest. Best thing about this. Anything else down? Oh my goodness, well, we found the last guy. We found the last guy. There we go. And he's in. That's the end of that then. The raid isn't over, but it's also not really a threat anymore. There it is. There is our enchanting table. Now we don't have enough for bookshelves, but where would I like to put the I think the enchanting table is going to go in a separate room over here somewhere. But for now we're just going to plonk it down. I'm going to see unbreaking and efficiency. Yeah, I didn't think it'd be very good. What about for the sword? Unbreaking, knockback. I know it's just a stone axe, but we're just trying it out just to see. Yeah, basically they're all pretty trash. They're all pretty rubbish at the minute because it's a level 0 enchanting table. I guess we don't have any bookshelves. I think it's time to set up a nether portal. Just because I'd like to see where it pops out and what the situation in the nether is. So let's go have a look at that now. Let's go. This always makes me nervous. First moment into the nether. Are we going to get a good spawn? Or is it going to be a basalt biome? If it's a basalt biome, then I'm just going to... I don't even know. It looks pretty basalty to me. It looks pretty basalty to me. It also looks like the place that magmas would love to spawn. Oh my goodness. This does not look good. I think I'm going to have to put carpet or pressure plates down and stuff as soon as possible to stop mobs spawning. Because we do not want to pop out another portal and get a giant magma come out of nowhere. Just squash us. We're definitely going to make sure there's only one exit. I think I've found the outside. I'm in the most miserable location possible. Look at that. I don't even know what we're going to do about this. It's not like we can relocate our nether portal and hope it pops out somewhere more useful because we are totally surrounded. I'm expecting to be knocked off at any moment, and I've just had it all knocked out of me. I think that's... we've got a warp forest biome. That's my third least favourite biome. If it had been soul, it would have been bad. This is really bad. Especially the fact that we're just hovering over lava lake. Soul would have been bad. Warped is meh. Crimson is good. And normal, I think, is really good. And I think on that rather depressing note, we're gonna leave today's episode. That's kind of that's kind of ruined it, to be honest. We've had a really good episode, okay? We found diamonds, we found the ravine straight away, found all this good stuff. It's a good seed. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Trying something new yet again. Please do like and subscribe if you enjoy it. And I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.